Barely 20 kilometers from India's border, a forgotten World War II airbase in Bangladesh is being revived with help from China. And in India, after 30 years of silence, the country's old war airstrip in Tripura is being brought back to life. Why is Kailashahar Airport, which has been defunct since the 1990s, suddenly becoming a national security priority? This is not just about planes and runways. This is about proximity, about strategy, and about power shifts in South Asia's most sensitive corridor. Welcome to Matpatra News, your space for sharp and in-depth stories that go beyond the headlines. If you have not already, hit subscribe and don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you never miss our next big story. Tripura's Kailashahar Airport hasn't seen an aircraft take off in over 3 decades. Once used during the 1971 India-Pakistan War, it served as a forward airbase for the Indian Air Force and as the launch site for Kilo Flight, the first air missions of the Bangladeshi resistance, which later became the Bangladesh Air Force. But since the mid-90s, the airport has remained abandoned. Runway cracked, buildings decaying, forgotten by time, until now. The urgency to revive Kailashahar stems from a new development across the border. In northern Bangladesh, Lal Munihat district, a World War II era airfield is being refurbished, with reported assistance from China. That airbase lies just 15 to 20 kilometers from India's border, and it is dangerously close to the Siliguri corridor, which is also known as the Chicken's Neck. This 22-kilometer stretch connects mainland India to its northeast. If compromised, the region could potentially be cut off militarily, economically, and logistically. That's why alarm bells are ringing in New Delhi. Experts believe revival of Lal Munihat may not be limited to civilian use. With a 4-kilometer runway and over 1,100 acres of land, the airfield could be configured for dual use, civilian and military, fighter jets, surveillance aircraft, radar systems, all within striking distance of India's most vulnerable geographic link. The India's chicken neck is a sensitive issue for the nation. So much so that Assam CM, when asked about Bangladesh's role in the issue, said this.
Bangladesh has 2 chicken necks. India has 1. If they think that they can attack our corridor, we will attack their 2 chicken necks. The chicken neck from Meghalaya to Chittagong port is smaller than our corridor, and it is well within our reach. We often talk about our chicken neck to formulate our internal policies, but no one else can even lay a hand on our territory. After Operation Sindoor, people of the world have finally understood how strong India is. And I am not even mentioning our nuclear power yet. Bangladesh needs to take rebirth to even think about attacking India. There is no need to give any importance to what Bangladesh is saying. It is a small country when you compare it with India.
India has chosen a quiet but calculated response. Rather than issuing public warnings, New Delhi is speeding up the revival of Kailashahar Airport in Tripura's Unakoti district, which is just few kilometers from the Bangladesh border. On May 26, top officials from the Airports Authority of India visited the site to assess the situation. The plan is to acquire up to over 200 acres of land and extend the existing 1,000-meter runway to accommodate larger aircraft. For now, the project is being framed as a boost to connectivity in a remote state with only one operational airport, which is in Agartala. But make no mistake, this is as much about strategy as it is about air travel. Officials say the revived airport will serve both civilian and emergency purposes. It will allow faster troop deployment, act as a staging post in case of conflict, and restore India's presence in a sensitive border zone that has long been neglected. The northeast region of India holds immense strategic significance for the nation. This region shares international borders with 5 of India's neighbors, making it a crucial frontier for national security and cross-border trade. The region also serves as a gateway to India's Act East policy, enhancing connectivity and economic integration with Southeast Asia. Despite its importance, the region has historically faced challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, insurgency, and limited political attention. However, recent efforts to improve connectivity, along with greater focus on strategic issues and local industries, are helping to bridge the development gap.
that the Northeast region is at the heart of many key Indian policies. It could be neighborhood first, or Act East, or the BIMSTEC. The Northeast adjoins 5 of our neighbors on land. Its boundaries are the interface between the Indian subcontinent and the ASEAN. Many of our recent initiatives involving immediate neighbors emanate from this very region. Others in the making are equally important. In every sense, it is a hub whose relevance will only grow with the passage of time. Our government has prioritized the development of the Northeast. Other speakers would highlight the resources and attention that has been devoted to it, especially in the last decade. We are seeking to address long-standing challenges, some emanating from our past history. Some years ago, the Ministry of External Affairs also established the Act East Forum with Japan to meet the specific infrastructure needs of the Northeast. Since then, we have worked with individual states on their priorities. It was noteworthy that our G20 presidency witnessed an event in every single state, as a result of which their tourism potential has been highlighted.
This is not just about Kailashahar and Lal Munihat. This is about an emerging geopolitical triangle involving India, Bangladesh and China. In the past, India has had a stable partnership with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. But with her government ousted in August 2024 and an interim regime under Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus now at the power seat, the diplomatic terrain has shifted. Reports suggest the new Bangladeshi leadership has opened channels to both China and Pakistan, raising strategic red flags in Delhi. In this context, the reactivation of an airstrip in Bangladesh with Chinese help becomes more than a logistical update. It's a statement, a signal, a move on the geopolitical chessboard. And what about India's revival of Kailashahar? That's a counter move. Subtle, calculated, but clear. What do you think? Is Tripura's forgotten airport becoming India's new frontline? Will China's presence in Bangladesh alter the power balance in the region? In the broader view, can you see a new front opening in India's northeast? And do you have anything else to share about this geopolitical development? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more such grounded, sharp, and insightful reporting on India's political and strategic affairs, subscribe to Matpatra News, because every detail matters.